Hey, this is Rich. Welcome back. I just finished my 26th week on Wegovy. I took my 27th shot just a few minutes ago. So far, so great. It's over the course of the last 6+ months. I couldn't be happier. I've lost a significant amount of weight. I'm feeling a lot better, and I've had none of the side effects that you have that other people have experienced, which I'm feeling pretty doggone lucky about. Um, I haven't talked about this before, but I thought I'd really just quickly talk about what it means to be on Wegovy from just a block and tackle standpoint. What does it look like? How do you get your drugs? What does the drug look like? How do you inject it? All that stuff. I'm going to do that just really quick because I think some people may not know. There's lots of YouTube videos talking about it, so I'm not going to fully demonstrate it or anything like that. But I figured I'd talk about it just for a second. So what happens to me is I'm on the lowest dosage. Going to stay there until I plateau or need to change. It's the middle of Christmas season. It's pretty tough right now, but I'm going to just stay where I'm at for now. I'm on the lowest dosage, 0.25 for Wegovy. And I get my medication in 1 month increments. So I get 4 pens every month. And this is what a pen looks like. So it looks literally like a pen. And then what happens is, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little yellow line. This just means that I've taken it already. Normally it's mostly clear. There's maybe just a little yellow right at the top. And then what happens is I take the cover off, and then on my thigh, I will clean my thigh with alcohol, and then I will push this in, and you hold it there for, I don't know, I always count to 20, but about 5-6 seconds in, you'll hear right away. You'll hear a click, and then about 5-6 seconds in, you'll hear another click, and you'll see that yellow line extend down, and that just means that the medication is being delivered. And then I just count to 20. Right? So I know. I think they say you're supposed to do it for about 10 seconds. I do 20 just in case, and then I take it off and put this on, and I put the cover back on, and I throw it away. It's that simple. It's really not a big deal at all. I don't really see the needle or anything. Most of the time, I don't even feel the needle. And so I've been talking about the last couple of shots where I've activated the pen. It's hurt just a little bit, not a lot, but like a bug bite, mosquito bite maybe is the best way to describe it. Whereas before, I would maybe feel it, maybe not. And if I wasn't paying attention, I don't think I would have noticed it. I might not have noticed it. It's kind of like when you get a mosquito bite and you don't realize, and you go home and you're out in the park or whatever, and you come home and you say, "Oh, I got bit here. I wonder when that happened." That's kind of my typical use case. So the last 2 shots kind of hurt, just a little. And when I pulled it back, there was just a little pinprick, just a little bit of blood, where I would just hold my alcohol gauze that I used to clean the area before I injected the shot. I just hold it there for 2-3 seconds and wipe away the blood, and it'd be done. Again, not a big deal either way. It just isn't. It would be no reason to not take the medication. But I'm on the 3rd of the 4th pens in the box, and I thought, well, maybe I got a bad box where they just didn't manufacture the needles as precisely as they do the other ones, and it's just causing just a little bit of a prick sensation. But this one went in just like normal, and it was fine, and I was like, didn't feel anything. So I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was that I was eating poorly, and I was more apprehensive when I took the last couple of shots, and now I'm not. I don't know. But this shot felt perfectly fine. Barely noticed it, and I'm hoping the next one is the same way, and then I'll stop talking about it. But I thought I'd just bring you up to speed on that. I did want to talk about what happened last week and the week before. So last week we celebrated Thanksgiving. A little bit prior to that, and I had a really bad week. I gained weight, and so this week, what I did is I just decided, what do I want to do here? How do I want to get back on the horse? How do I want to fix the situation? And I just came up with 3 things based on what I did, and it seems to have worked to get me back on track. Again, it's only a week, but the first one is I decided to get back on track. I decided that I was going to redouble my efforts and make sure that I'm doing what I want to do. It's not that hard. It really isn't. The drug itself helps you not be hungry, not be just uh, focused on food all the time. So when you decide something like that, when you decide to get back on track, it's easier because you're already taking the drug. So decide is the first thing. The second thing is I made sure that I don't have any bad food around. What I do is I go to a relative's house and they have some candy around, and maybe I'll partake. Like I'm going to go later today. I'm going to take one or two pieces, maybe five pieces of Tootsie Rolls or something like that. But I'm not going to go out and buy it myself. I'm not going to have it around, and that's something that I think I need to do, is that I can't have bad food around. So if I have good food around, and if I go crazy and eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and fruits very, there's a lot of sugar, and if you eat too much of it, you're going to gain weight anyhow, even though it's healthy. I think it's just better if I don't have bad food around, and I just focus on having good food around, and that seems to help. And I don't miss it then, because if it's always there, if it's always calling my name, at some point I'm going to answer the call, and I don't want to. And then the third thing is I realized that last week when I kind of felt a little defeated, I felt like, oh, it's over. I'm not going to do well this week. I stopped tracking my food. So I got back on that. So I have an app that I use, and I've talked about it in the past, that I track my food. But there's lots of apps, and some are free. I actually pay for mine because it's got a little more feature rich abilities in it. But I track my food, and I also weigh my food, so I know what I'm eating. I know if I'm eating too much, and it's really easy. It's surprisingly easy to have a lot more calories and bad amount of fats and carbohydrates and things like that. It's really easy to get off track when you don't track your food. So I would suggest track it. So again, decide, remove the temptation, and track your food. Those are the three steps that I've taken to get back on track, and it seems to have helped. So anyhow, kind of a unique situation this week. I had my neighbor kind of complaining about me that they're suffering all kinds of concussion type effects because of me. I don't know why they're saying that. I barely talk to them. They're a stone's throw away from my house. You know, a good rock joke is hard to come up with, and you can't take them for granted. All right. Settle down, settle down. All right. So, the real reason you're here, how did I do this week? Last week, I gained weight for the first time ever, and I redoubled my efforts. And this week, I lost a total of 2 pounds. So, I'm on the right track again. I'm down a total of 84 pounds, not quite to where I was 2 weeks ago, where I was down 85 pounds. So, I've still got a little bit to go to get to my all time weight loss, but I'm on the right track. I'm not giving it back. I'll see you next week.